Our next guest is Professor Michal Strahilevitz from Golden Gate University. Now, Michelle, I want to thank you for being here today, too. This is a really interesting topic. Your expertise is in marketing and consumer behavior.
Yes.
And I know that we both know people, unfortunately, who will pirate music, movies, software, whatever. And they think it's fine. They don't think anything's wrong with it.
You're absolutely right.
Why?
Well, first of all, there are those who think of it as theft, but the people doing it don't see it as being the same as what we normally think of as stealing. So there's a big difference psychologically between going into a store and stealing a CD or stealing software and copying it. For one, you're not physically taking something, you're not actually taking something away or just copying it, so psychologically they see that as differently. And then the other thing that makes a really huge difference in their mind is they see it as predominantly something that younger people under the age of 40, often students who don't have a lot of money to spend, are doing, and who's being hurt? Microsoft, Bill Gates, the movie studios, the record companies, and those are bodies that they see as having a lot of money, who are already making a ton of money. So it's a bit of a Robin Hood phenomena. They often share it. A lot of the people doing it are not making money from it. They're copying it illegally, but then they're sharing it with their friends. So it doesn't feel unethical or immoral the way we usually think of other types of stealing.
Yeah, and I know you do focus groups on this a lot.
I do.
Right, from people from all over the world. Same attitude?
In fact, in certain countries, it's a much bigger problem, and when you talk to the people from those countries, you can see why. So if you talk to students, for example, from India and China, there it's much more prevalent. I talked to quite a few students from India, and they told me they don't even know anyone who's ever legally acquired software. It's just not done that way. There's just so much prevalence of people out there who have it and give it to their friends, that for every copy that's purchased, there might be thousands and thousands of other people who use it illegally. So much more prevalent, and they don't think it's unethical. They really don't see it as a moral issue. The one thing that gets them is, ooh, is there a way we could get caught in the United States? That would worry us. But in India, it's much more difficult to get caught, and the ethics is, we're just sharing. We're just a community of people sharing software. We're helping others. They don't see that as stealing.
Now, you said that they don't have any moral issue about this, but can you make them feel guilty once they hear that it's illegal?
I think there's two very different things.
Yeah.
Okay, so one is the moral issue, and that might make you feel guilty. This is not the right thing to do. And I think culturally, they just don't see it that way. Again, they think really big, rich corporation making way too much money, charging way more than they should, a bunch of people getting together and sharing through their technological skills
so no big
and
deal.
Helping each other. So morally, no. But if they really believe there's a significant chance they'll get caught, and they know that the legal consequences are substantial, instead of not doing it because of guilt or morality, they won't do it out of fear. And fear is a major motivator. So I think if you're going to succeed, you got to get them A, aware that there are serious legal consequences, and B, aware that they could get caught much more easily than they realize.
Now we have just a couple of seconds left, but I want to ask you very quickly, what should the industry do to stop this?
I think iTunes was a great example of giving consumers an option that's less expensive and really easy, and makes it not worth the hassle of doing it illegally. So it used to be you had to buy the entire album in order to get one or two songs, and so often there were albums that just had one or two songs that most consumers wanted. Now for 99 cents in a few seconds, you legally get the music. So many consumers who might have otherwise been getting music illegally are finding it's so reasonably priced and so easy. Let's do it the iTunes way. And that's a great example of a compromise where you give consumers an easy, relatively inexpensive way to do it legally, and it's win-win-win.
So big risk, no risk.
Yeah,
right.
Fantastic. And Apple's now going to be doing it with the movie industry, so fabulous.
Thank you so much.
You're
welcome.
welcome.
That. All right, we do have to take another break. Stay with us though, because we're going to look at some alternatives, just as the one Michelle mentioned, to illegal downloading in just a moment.
This time.